So finding panels in colour is proving pretty difficult. I could get plenty that are different colours. I'm not going to spend £200 on top of the rip-off prices that they're charging for the doors and the wings. So I'm going to give you Pullet a little phone.
Welcome to Pullet in Keeping. Press 1 if you want to make a payment. Press 2 for general inquiries. Please remain on the line for the next available agent. Calls are recorded for training and quality purposes.
Hi, good morning. It's Taz here from Auto Solutions Checkpoint. How we doing? All right. Right, I tell you what it is. I'm trying to source Mk2 Audi TT parts. I'm looking for a passenger side door and a passenger side wing.
Well, I've got one here. I do down one on at the moment.
Right, no problem. Do you know if sports car breakers would have any? Right, I thought you were all connected. Right, no bother. I'll give them a wee phone. All right, cheers, buddy. Bye, bye. So they've only got a Mark 1, so I'll give sports car breakers a wee phone. But I guarantee you, the price of that is going to be mental. Theoretically, anything I've bought from them in the past has been quite expensive, so I'll just look up the number and I'll give it a phone. Okay, so I've got sports car breakers now. Phoning them.
SBB vehicle dismantling. Please note all calls are recorded for quality and training purposes. Please press 1 for admin, press 2 for park, or press 3 for effect. You have reached the parts department. Please have your registration on hand for the traffic connection.
Hello. Hi, good morning. It's Taz here from Auto Solutions Checkpoint. How we doing? Alright, tell you what it is. I'm trying to source some parts for a Mk2 Audi TT. Right. I'm looking for a passenger side door and wing. It's just if you do have them, it's just to see what colour you have them in.
Yeah, I'll just check.
Cheers, thank you.
Looks like we've got one in with storage yard, black in colour. But somebody's got this door on order. I'm going to have to, I don't know, one of the guys who's off today, he's put the door on order for a garage a week ago. So I need to phone the garage to see if they're still wanting this or not.
Yeah.
And then I can phone you back. I'm sitting to take a note of your number here.
Right.
What's your name?
My name's Taz, T-A-Z.
I'll get this checked for you and I'll give you a phone back as soon as I can.
Yep, no problem. You wouldn't know the paint code by any chance?
No.
Right.
Yeah, I can get it, but
Yeah, the one that I'm after is.
I've got a red wing if you like, but you don't really want a red wing.
No, definitely not. Aye, because it's like £200 a panel to get them painted, so it's just this is just a challenge for the YouTube channel. So
I'll find out first of all this garage is wanting this and I can get the paint code and give you a call.
that'll be awesome. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Cheers, buddy. Bye, bye, bye. Well, so there you go. Somebody has put an order in for that door, but he's got to get back to me, and hopefully they're not wanting it, but hey ho. So 20 minutes on, I haven't phoned back. I don't know how much of a priority they would be doing that, whether it'll be somebody phone me later on when I'm not expecting, I don't know. But if I do manage to get the parts in colour, it'll be quite rewarding. You know, I think getting a red wing, I would prefer just to get used panels in the same colour, because you're never going to get the finish of a brand new painted wing with the rest of the vehicle. It would stick out like a sore thumb, so I want to make it look as kind of normal as I can, considering obviously I would need to sell this as a category N. I would be very transparent about it, but you've seen yourself, the damage is just really the door. However, I'm convinced the door has been replaced on this here side because the lock doesn't match. Possibly it'll either be the lock that has been changed, or worst case scenario, it's had a new door. But always look at the picture of just get a new door, put a new door on. It's been changed over and they haven't changed the key for some unknown reason. I think they've maybe took one look at behind that door card and went, that looks mental, I'm not doing that. So fingers crossed they get back to me with good news and I can start getting this Audi TT shipshape, because this is the only thing that's holding this second video back, is the lack of panels for it. But I've been discussing with my missus and I feel I want to run this for a couple of months. You know, I quite like it. Yeah, there's the stigma of the Audi TT being a hairdresser's car, but I think it's a great wee car and it's fast as heck. Yeah, the haters are gonna hate, but I'm not gonna care whenever I'm flying past. I'll be like, yo, Audi TT in it. But what an absolute bargain at this price. 500 quid for an absolute pocket rocket. Like, I almost peed with excitement. See when I discovered the next day when I actually drove it and give it a good look over. I think it's such a lot of car for the money. I've had plenty of the Mark 1s, and see, to be honest, I don't really rate them, but the Mark 2, I do. I think they're such a nice place to be. The only thing is, I've given myself concussion. See how low the roof is? I went to go and get shopping for the missus, and when I come out of the shop, like, it was dark as well, but when I went to get in the car, I misjudged how low it was and literally mega smacked my head, and I wasn't well that night. I was up vomiting and everything. So that's the only downside to it being 6'6" and having an Audi TT, because she's low. Okay, so that's them phoning there now. Hello.
Car breakers here.
Hiya, how you doing?
Not bad. Hey, phone that garage, they don't require the door
Uh-huh.
we had on order for them. The wing looks okay as well, so it is a colour match. It's a Z9Y paint code. Is what I'm getting told users.
Z9Y. Oh, right, so that's LZ9Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the same as ours. I can send you pictures, Taz. You got an email address?
Yes, I do, yeah. It's Auto Solutions Checkpoint at gmail.com.
Auto Solutions?
Auto Solutions Checkpoint at gmail.com.
Right, so I'll send you pictures of it. The prices you're looking at though, your door is 150. It doesn't come with a mirror or the window regulator, and your wing comes in at 250.
The wing is did you say the wing is 250? Holy moly, upset. That's
I'll take them, I'll send you pictures.
Aye.
You can look again.
Right.
I'll send you the pictures over though.
Right, no problem at all. Cheers for that. Thank you.
The car's still in our storage yard.
Uh-huh.
So if you were choosing to go ahead with it, it's not actually in our yard yet, but we can get it back to the storage yard, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'll send you pictures.
Alright, cheers now. Bye. Bye-bye. Wow. 250 quid. 250 quid for a wing and 150 quid for a door. Do you think I should just hold off and just get a wing somewhere else and just pay the 150 quid for the door? That's wild. That is absolutely wild. But he's going to actually be sending me it over the now, so fingers crossed. I'll let you see the email as well. I'll just be transparent. I'm just as stunned as you guys. 250 quid for a wing. That is mad. See, looking at it this way, I'll not need to get it painted. So a door and a wing. Now, he said on the phone that there wasn't a regulator with it. It's 250 quid for a wing. That is mad. At least I'll have everything I need off the door to swap everything over. But it's a bit of a ball ache. But at the same time, it's all in colour and I'll not need to get it painted. So it's only really my time I need to put into it. So the other week, you heard me on the phone to Sports Car Breakers regarding a door for an Audi TT. Now they had a door and they had a wing. They wanted 150 quid for the door, for just a plain door, and they wanted 250 for the wing. Absolutely ridiculous. I found 2 doors, but they're in Northern Ireland. However, I'll be going over there on a job soon, and I can get them dropped off at somebody I know over there, and then I come and collect them at the new year. It just means it's delayed this job a little bit, but I was checking couriers. There was couriers that were wanting over £300 just to pick it up and bring it here, which I think's absolutely wild. Now the fella has settled on 280 for both the doors, and they're complete as well, and they are in the colour that I need them. I think it's LZ9Y. So I'm just going to go for that and just keep the ear to the ground for a decent wing. So that's where I'm at with this. I thought I would have had a video out sooner. Now we're still in 2023, however this video I'm 100% sure will not be reaching you until 2024, which is a bit annoying, but at the end of the day, content's content. We just got to look at it that way. At the moment it's the 27th of November and still haven't found the wing, but I'm just going to keep going until I get a wing. I'm glad I can get both the doors replaced because of the big scrape on the driver's side, and also it's got rust scabs round the handle and at the bottom of the door. Now I think I could still sell that door, and that would hopefully recuperate money back, because I could sell maybe the window regulator and bits and pieces of the wing mirror, because the doors that I've bought are complete. So technically I'll have 2 window regulators I could sell, 2 wing mirrors I could sell, and they've got the indicators built in to the wing mirrors as well. Door handle maybe. Obviously it might take a long time for them to sell, but just hold on to them for as long as I can, and if they don't sell, just scrap them, you know. It's just the big elephant in the room is how expensive people are charging for these wings for the Mk2 Audi TT. I'm led to believe they're aluminium as well, but I don't understand why they're so dear. Wonders will never cease. I just find that COVID has turned everything upside down, because I doubt very much before COVID they were getting that kind of price for wings. Ludicrous. I could go on for days, it makes me angry, but hey ho, we can't have everything we want. So that's it, confirmed. I've now got 2 doors sitting over in Northern Ireland. Having a look at this wing. See, to be honest, I'm just going to try something with it. I've used this here stuff before, I'll just show you. Elbow grease. I'm just going to give this here a wee scrub for now, to see if I can get that tidier looking, because see if I can press that dent out, it'll save me about 300 quid buying a second hand wing, because they're absolute silly money to get wings for these things for some reason. They're only like, to me, whenever I used to dismantle cars, they were like flipping 40-50 quid for any car, didn't matter how new it was. I don't rip people off. Obviously there's a lot of people out there that do rip people off. I'm going to use the sponge because the last time I used the missus microfiber cloths, I was nearly sleeping on the couch that night. Just got to try it on this as well. Obviously these doors will be getting replaced, but it's just so they're presentable for the time being. Well, it's coming off anyway. Too sure if that's a bit too close to the edge to be popped out, but I think it'll be worth trying to pop it out first before getting the purse out, spending all that money on a wing that I might not need. I'm telling you, see this elbow grease, it is absolute magic. You've seen the job it done at that Transit ages ago. I'm all excited to see what this looks like underneath this. And what I'll do, I'll bring the hose over and give it a little hose down, but it should look a million times better considering, because you've seen how bad it was. does look a million times better. Still a wee bit more detail needed with the elbow grease up here and down here. Telling you, this stuff is the dog scandles. Fantastic. I can remember when I told my pal that does bodywork about this, and I showed him a video I'd done on an old Transit years and years and years ago, and I had nothing but negative remarks from him that, oh, I shouldn't do it or whatever. Well, it pays dividends. This, my friend, is the absolute dog scandals. I doubt it'll work on that scrape on the other side. I'm no bothered about the scrape because it's getting a new door. But I think while we've still got some daylight, I'm going to give it a try. What a job this stuff is. Fantastic. Right, so I think it was a bit hasty with the wing. I think this little thing might possibly be able to get salvaged. I don't know whether it's something I can do myself or it could be a paintless repair. I think I've got a dent kit at one of the containers. I could give a wee try. It's Friday the 29th of December 2023 and I am on Stena line going to good old Ulster to collect the doors for the Audi TT. And it was Quantum Automotive that I got them from. They dropped them off at somebody I know, so I'm just going to go over and collect them, take the family over for New Year and just enjoy some good quality time. It's actually working out cheaper to take the family away than it actually is for the courier, so it is what it is. And aye, this Audi TT will look cracking with the new doors on it, because that's really what was spoiling it. Aye, to me that is definitely dedication. We're going to have doors for the Audi TT. Well, that's us here. But oh wow, this weather is flaming wild. That's us just docked in. So Audi TT doors, here we come. Well, I've arrived in sunny Belfast. As you can see, it's really sunny here. So we'll get a wee look at these doors. Ooh, what have we got here? Where are they? Oh, brilliant! I wasn't even expecting the door cards for all that. I was just expecting the wing mirror bits and pieces. Looks to have been well looked after anyway, because that's quite a tidy door card. Yeah, that looks really nice. Couple of wee imperfections, but again, it's not a new door, and honestly this will make some difference to the car. There's a wee bit of a crease here, but it is what it is. This is going to look absolutely fantastic on the car. So obviously I'll need to change my door cards over because it doesn't match my interior, which is a shame, but it does. The door cards look really nice. So I'm feeling so excited because it's starting to fit into place now with the replacement parts. He also gave me the rear seatbelt clips that I needed as well. Honestly, you couldn't ask for better service. That's a really down to earth guy. So if you need any repairs or anything done and you are from that neck of the woods, give them a shout. And he's making an Audi TT. If you need any bits yourself, give him a shout. It's currently Wednesday the 3rd of January 2024 and we are on our way back from Belfast over to Scotland, and It's been an absolute epic holiday. The kids enjoyed it, the missus enjoyed it, and I'm absolutely over the moon with the doors that I picked up while I was over there. So the Audi TT will be shaping up, and you will see a video. It'll all be done and dusted in January, so that'll include MOT, valet, you know, the whole shebang. Might even throw in a service as well, and hopefully get it advertised in the next couple of months, because I would like to get some use out of it. I'm actually enjoying the little car the way it is. It'll be so much better when the car is sitting mint and with a bit of value as well. So the video for the Audi TT is generally taking a bit longer than what I initially planned, and it's just due to ill health. I've not really been right from Christmas Day, and it is now the start of February. I was hoping to have this done and dusted in January, and the MOT is in 3 days on this thing. So I would say it's got to be something with no MOT until I can get round to sorting the rest of it. So today we're going to be doing the doors, and I'll just show you the process of how to do it. Okay, so the top hinge is a 13mm nut, and the bottom part is a T45. You've also got the wiring harness. Usually you would have 2 people whenever you're taking this off, but I don't have anybody today, so I'll need to attempt it myself, and hopefully I'll not do any damage. Okay, let's start with disconnecting the electrics, and then we'll get stuck into this here. I've put some WD-40 on this here, so hopefully it'll come off without a problem, because I know that the top part can spin on these. Shouldn't really be a problem with these lower two. So just getting this cover off. Right. So whenever you're removing the door loom, there's a little press here. If you push in with a screwdriver and shimmy that back out of it. Unfortunately, I've run into a bit of difficulties with this top one because it's turned into a complete moron. The top part of this bolt is spinning, so I've a set of mole grips on it, and hopefully I can loosen it. What a stupid flaming idea, honestly. Now the top of it, as you can see it's just a circle at the top. See, instead of having a bolt head, right, it doesn't have anything, it's just circle. Absolute nightmare, and that does just spinning round. And whenever I put the mole grips on it, the mole grips are slipping off it. So what's a guy to do? Piece of crap. So for this top part, nothing is working. So I'm gonna loosen the bottom ones off, and I'll get this here one off and just take it off from the door, and then try and work that bolt off, because I need this, because I'm not sure if it's inside the, well, I'll need this off anyway, so I'm going to check inside the door compartments of the other doors, because there is bolts for this door in the compartments, so I could quite possibly just grind that off and use what's in the door compartments. Oh, welcome to my world. They don't show you this on Wheeler Dealer and all them shows whenever they run into difficulties like this, but hey ho, I'm all about solutions. That's why I put the solutions into Auto Solutions Checkpoint, thinking outside the box. Now, fortunately, this Allen key will allow me access to get into these, because you wouldn't get it with your socket, unfortunately. And as I said before, this is going to be majorly awkward for me, because I'm just here myself today, so it's got to be a lot more harder than what it was if I had been using the bit that was spinning, if I had been doing it that way. So this is going to be potentially lethal. So hopefully I don't do too much damage getting this door off. Now, once you get the bottom ones loosened, it is possible just to twist the socket and take them out easily without any bother. It's this here one up here that we need to be concerned about. So I think what I'll do, I'll have a look in the store and see if there's maybe a box or something I can put underneath it to catch it. I was having a look at the donor doors, and to be honest, in the back of this, the door cards are black as well. So it's got these here accents, so I'm thinking maybe, well, them other doors are in lovely condition and I would prefer black door cards, so I think on this occasion I'll use the other door cards because I think it'll generally make the interior a lot nicer, a lot more sleeker. I love the seats, but obviously the colour in the door cards is a wee bit unforgivable whenever you get them dirty, so that's the plan anyway. Okay, so I've got a Pets at Home box underneath. How I got that, that's a story for another day. No comment. Right, so I've got it propped up a bit. Obviously, it's still going to be awkward, but it'll give me a wee bit of support whenever I shimmy this off. It just doesn't give you a lot of room to get in. So I can get in about this now and actually see what the next step is, whether I'm grinding this off or what. I really don't know, but everything I need is in the other doors, but at the same time I want to do this properly, but at the same time needs must. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. So my plan now is just to grind the head off this and get that off, because it's holding me back and I'm not picking about all day on this. Never stood a chance of getting this off at all. What a flaming falava. I've actually got it now. All this trouble over this little fucker. Look. So as you probably know, it is time to put the other door on, so let's do this. In Aladdin's cave, you've got a sneak preview of the L200 wheels, but over here we've got the doors for the Audi TT. So I need to carefully get these out and get it fitted. But considering the way I got that off, hopefully I'll not have the same problem with the driver's side door, because as far as I'm aware, that driver's side door is not original. It's not the one that came on the car, it's been replaced at some other stage. So I'm hoping that'll be a bit easier to take off and it'll not make a fool out of me. Yes, so as I was saying, nice new wheels for the L200. However, they are 285 70/17. They are monsters, and with monster wheels you need monster suspension, so that'll be for another video. So watch this space. I think I'm going to attempt it myself, but I need a lot of advice before I start, because I've never done such. So you guys can wish me luck with that. Just going to get the bottom bolts on. Right, the thing that's bugging me about the door card, I forgot about it. It's suede, so I don't know whether that would be a dead giveaway. But suede and leather, I don't know. What do you think? Because at the end of the day, I've still got the old doors, so I can put the other ones back on. But you can let me know what you think. But I reckon that's a good bit tidier. But will it be a noticeable mix and match to this? What do you think? Oh, so okay, I'm in the house now. I had to put the mobile phone on charge, it died earlier on, so I just carried on ahead and tightened the door up. So I'm just going to do the driver's side now. But oh, what an absolute falava. I footed about with the wing, because whenever you manoeuvred the door it was actually catching on the wing, which is not good because it's marked a bit of paint on the wing. However, right, I've adjusted it so that the door moves. Right, now I attempted to try and get the ding out of it but right in behind it is like a water reservoir for the scooters. There doesn't really give me much space, so I've cooked as best as I could down, and no, I wasn't able to do anything with it, and I damaged a wee bit of the metal as well. So I think what the plan is, once I get the doors on, is get it in somewhere that knows what they're doing with a buffer. Like, I know I can use a buffer and that, but at the end of the day I want it looking as good as I can, because really that bodywork is dead. It's dead to the ground. It's got swirl marks all over it, and see, the more I look at it, the more I find wee bits, wee niggly bits. So with all the wee kind of exposed bits, I'm going to just get a wee touch up pen from the likes of like eBay or something, and just tidy it up a wee bit. But it is in dire need of a good clean inside. I found a decaying chip underneath the seat, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It's been lying dormant for a good while, so right, that's where I'm at with it. So just gonna wait till the phone charges. So we'll have a wee bit of lunch. I'm absolutely famished today, so I'll get a bit of lunch and then I'll get stuck back into it. But I think what I'm going to do is try and wrap this video up, and then just do another video, because as I said to begin with, there is really no rush with this car. There really isn't, because I like the car myself. So at the end of the day, if I take my time with it, I'll get it done right, and at least that I can get it ship shape for its MOT. Just with me not being well, I've kind of overlooked how soon the MOT expired on the Audi TT. So what can I do? I'm only human, you know. Although I'm born a machine, machines break you down. So I've broke down from Christmas. I've broke down, and the joys of being self-employed, because every penny is a prisoner whenever you're self-employed. Self-employed on your own. Self-employed working on your own. Self-employed working for a big company. Sometimes they can make what they can. At the end of the day, I'm basically surviving. Okay, so here we go. What a falava it was to get that opening without hitting. See how long that lasts. Side skirts, I'm going to need to do something with these side skirts. Maybe take them off and refit them or something. But what a falava it's been. But it's on. The other thing I noticed, see the window, whenever you close it in these here, it should have an automatic thing where the window goes up. It's not doing that for some reason, so quite possibly what I need to do is synchronise the windows again and do it that way. So just want to get the driver's side door off and fit the new one. Now obviously you've seen the process to the other side, so I'm not going to bore you and make the video longer. I was just sitting thinking, whenever I was putting this door on, I can remember telling you there was a bit of damage on the loom on the door of the new door, so I'm just going to put some tagger seal over the brakes of it, and that'll help insulate it. Now the stuff I'm using is called Sticksall, and it's available in Tool Station, and it's solid stuff. It is really good. So I'm just going to put a wee smear over the brakes on the wire and plug it all back together again. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is the locking mechanism. Remove it. So need to take this little plastic cap off. Right, that exposes a little Torex. So you need to open that right out. You need to open that right out, and that releases it. So getting it in is a bit of a pain in the penis, because you've got to line this here up with the bit at the back. So once you get that lined up, it should pop in, and then you just tighten your wee torque at the other side, and that's you got your lock on. What I done was I took the cover off the donor doors for the lock as well, because the one that was on it looked like it'd been painted with nail polish or something, so it wasn't very nice. Okay, so that's it placed on. I think it's quite secure as well. You can just get this bit tightened up at the back, and then we'll test the key in the door. If you look at that, there's no airbag light on, so the problem has been the loom in the door all along. I'm absolutely over the moon. Okay, so let's see. Perfect. Perfect. Right, we've got a problem. The handle isn't working. Oh, the handle is working. Then why? Oh, I don't know. These things do my head in. It's the 5th of February and today the MOT ran out on the Audi TT, so just basically get cracked on and seeing what it needs. It's definitely got these calipers anyway. Whether or not they need replaced, that's another thing, but if I can free them up a wee bit, good enough for the MOT I will. Okay, so I decided with the calipers on that Audi, I'm not kicking about anymore. I'm just getting new calipers for it. It's booked in on Wednesday to get a machine polish, so I'm going to drop it off on the trailer because of the MOT scenario. I'm not really expecting the calipers this week, but if I do get them this week, I'll try my best to arrange something, get it done. I'm just going to go ahead and change the brake pads on the rear as well, because whenever I was trying to de-seize one side, I thought to myself I would try and free the piston up by putting something in the way of the piston whilst pressing the brake, and you know, it just kept moving it forward and it wouldn't go back any further. So no doubt inside that piston is full of crud and it's stopping it from moving. So rather than mess about, I just I've ordered 2 rear calipers. It might not even need both of them, but they're getting changed. May as well just get them on. And at least it'll be a selling point as well. Obviously this is putting more and more onto the budget, so it's 195 quid for the machine polish, which I'm hoping will come out quite good. Obviously it's got imperfections on the bodywork, I'm not expecting miracles, but I want it looking its best. 195 quid for the machine polish, 280 for the doors. The calipers are actually from eBay and it was like £60 and 99p. I haven't ordered the brake pads yet, but I reckon the brake pads will be 20 quid at the most. I'll be getting a valet as well, so it is pushing it up over £1,000 because it cost £500 to begin with. Get the service kit in there as well, and I should still make enough for myself on top of it. I have in my head what my lowest will be on it, so obviously the MOT and whatever I need. Obviously I'll need to check it all over whenever it comes back from the valet, do the brakes and then check over the rest of it to see if it needs anything, and obviously do it at a budget. But a good big weight off my mind is the airbag lights off, so we just got to approach everything else. The rear subframe was a bit of a concern because it was an advisory on not the last MOT but the MOT before that. It was an advisory, but the MOT the last time had no advisories whatsoever. Very suspect, so quite possibly it's maybe been a friendly test, because whenever I checked the rear subframe, it was all swollen. The metal are all swollen with corrosion, so I'll need to thoroughly check that car. I was just assuming of how well it drove that it wouldn't really need much for an MOT, but I'm going to get in about it underneath and chip away at the corrosion on the subframe and just try and generally tidy it up a wee bit and make it last a bit longer for whoever buys it. You know, it's a category N, so it's not going to be up around the £4,000 mark that the book price is on it. Definitely not. So somebody will be getting themselves a little bargain, and I'll obviously make a profit on it. And I'm going to be firm whenever I advertise it that there's not going to be a great movement on the price. Because at the end of the day, you've seen on my channel before about my rants and whatever. Folk are just absolutely ruthless and they don't care that you've got mouths to feed. They're just interested in getting everything for the bottom dollar and just ripping the piss out of everything. I don't know whether just to kind of nip it in the bud now and make a follow-up video on the rest of it, just to get content out, or just do a long video on the car and just get it finished. I really don't know. So if this turns out to be a longer video past this, you'll know that I finished it. But I can hand on heart say this is going to lead on to maybe a third video and perhaps a fourth. Just being real here. Just thinking it over, I definitely do think that the Audi budget is growing arms and legs, and I really don't want it to end up like the Ford Fiesta van that I done, where I basically made next to nothing profit. So definitely going to need to watch what I'm doing. Hopefully whenever I check it over for its MOT, it doesn't need a grave amount of stuff, because I really can't be doing with that. So after deep consideration last night, I decided that the TT video was getting nipped in the bud. It's far too long a video just now, so I'll get this content out to you so that you can see what I'm doing. The next video will be whenever it comes back from getting machine polished and validated and also prepared for the MOT as well. I've also got to do the rear calipers and pads as well. Now, I haven't got round to doing anything with the front. I don't know if the calipers and that are okay in the front, but I think the front ones are a bit more manageable to free up than the back ones. So just bought the back ones just now. But anyway guys, I'm sorry if this video has been more of me than of the car, but it is what it is. If you aren't subscribed, thump the subscribe button down below and hit the bell so that you get notified whenever I have videos coming up, because it is getting absolutely ridiculous now, where I think it's like 83% of the people viewing my channel and returning back to my channel are not subscribed. So please do me a favour and hit the subscribe button, because it's making my channel grow. I want to bring you along on my journey. But you guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. But 10-10 over and out.